and welcome to this video where I'll be defending Clara Oswald and explaining why I feel the hate she gets is wrong. Let me start by saying, if you don't like Clara, then I do respect your opinion, however, I do disagree with it. Firstly, I'm going to start with the beginning of Clara's time on the show. Personally, I think the way that the character was introduced was an interesting new way to bring in a character, as having her pop up a few times before officially becoming the new companion created a nice mystery around her character, and when we find out why she appeared multiple times in different time periods in the name of the Doctor, it is actually quite clever, and would also a good way to bring in the War Doctor reveal. People say Clara going into the Doctor's time stream makes her overpowered, but really she isn't doing anything other than fixing the damage that the Great Intelligence did a little bit earlier in the episode and putting it back to normal. Next, we're going to move on to Series 8 and talk about how Clara. People say that she was too much the main focus of the show and even call it Clara Who, a phrase which I hate, to be honest, because yes, she had a lot of focus put on her in this series, but this isn't necessarily a bad thing, as it gave her a chance to develop further alongside the 12th Doctor. Her being a teacher also gives her more of a home life, which adds to her character, making her seem more real. Of course, she did get the love interest, Danny Pink, who I really don't like, but I'll go into that more shortly. Moving on, I'm going to talk about how people say that Clara was too much like the Doctor. This is another thing I really don't like. One, because Jenna Coleman would play an amazing Doctor if this was ever to happen, even though it likely never will. And two, because one of the main overhanging pieces of Clara's arc from start to finish was that she wanted to be like the Doctor, and as she spent more time with him, the more she started to act like him. A very good example of this is Flatline. In this episode, she takes over for the Doctor whilst he is trapped in the TARDIS when it's shrunk. Also recruiting her own companion of sorts, which is Rigsy. Clara also ends up having to think for herself and how she is going to bring back the Doctor as the TARDIS gets stuck in siege mode and doesn't have the power to come out. The way that this part of Clara's arc starts and develops until her eventual demise in Face the Raven is very strong, and is also one of the factors that leads to her death, as she thinks she knows what she's doing by copying what she's seen the Doctor do. And even moments before she died, she says to the Doctor, why can't I be like you? Going back to Danny Pink briefly, I will admit that this part of Clara's story may have been slightly unnecessary or not written as well as other parts. My main issue with Danny Pink, however, is people say that Clara treated him like shit, when in my opinion it was the other way around, as Danny was constantly complaining about the Doctor and arguing with him, telling Clara that she wasn't safe around him, but I'm going to leave that topic there, because this is not a Danny rant video. However, I may do one in the future if that is something people want. People also say that Clara stayed too long, which is another thing I strongly disagree with, as her character had a good start in Series 7B, moving on to the 50th specials. And then in Series 8, the main theme was her and the 12th Doctor working out their relationship and developing together after the Doctor regenerated from Matt Smith to Big Capaldi. Finally, in Series 9, their bond is very strong and they love each other a lot. Not in a romantic way, but as friends. One of the best ways to notice this is watching how their hug develops over time, as in the beginning, the Doctor is very much against hugging her in deep breath, but over the course of Series 8 and Series 9, he gets much more comfortable about it, because Clara has helped him work out who he is as a person. And if Clara had left after Series 8, the bond between the two characters would have been left where it was, wasted. This is because Peter Capaldi and Jenna Coleman work brilliantly together. Also, I would like to add that there is no reason for people to complain about how Jenna was going to leave but didn't a couple of times after Series 8. because yes, there were discussions about her leaving, but it was never confirmed. The reason she stayed were 1, because Peter and Moffat didn't want her to leave, and they talked her into staying, and 2, because all 3 of them felt that they shouldn't leave the Doctor and Clara's relationship how it was in Series 8, as they felt that there was more to do with it. Finally, I'm going to mention how much of a talented actress Jenna Coleman is, and how no matter what your opinion of the character of Clara is, you should under no circumstances give Jenna hate for playing a character that you don't like. This happens way too frequently. I see many people saying that she ruined Doctor Who or things along those lines, which is completely untrue. Jenna is a phenomenal actress who played a very good character in an amazing way, and really shouldn't have gotten the hate that she did, or still gets to this day, nearly 6 years after she left Doctor Who. I hope you can understand my points and come to understand that Clara is at least a good character if you didn't already like her before watching this video. I know that not everyone is going to like these opinions, but that is exactly what they are, opinions. So don't go telling me that I'm wrong, because opinions can't be wrong, and everyone's opinion should be respected. Thank you for watching. Depending on how this video goes, I may decide to make some more Clara/Jenna related videos in the future, as this is a topic that I'm quite passionate about, because I have an immense love for Jenna Coleman and the character of Clara. So if you would like to see more, leave me some ideas below, or just let me know that you would like to see more videos by commenting or liking the video. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.